Good morning. I am Alkaniki Tomar and we are discussing Buddha and Buddhism in the series. Today's topic covers the events that led to Buddha's first sermon. My story today is based on Dr. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar's book Buddha and his Dhamma. Before we start, kindly watch, share, subscribe and press the bell icon for notifications. After receiving both, the Buddha took some time to think on whether he should preach his Dhamma to the society. After much contemplation, he came to the conclusion that he should share what he has gained. Now he thought of the people he should preach. He remembered his guru Ardha Kalam. On inquiry, he found that Ardha Kalam was no more. Then he thought of his next guru, Uddaka Ramapada, but he came to know that he had passed away too. Then he thought of the 5 Parivrajakaas who had served him well during his Tapascharya. He came to know that they were residing in the deer park in Sarnath, so he headed for Sarnath. When the 5 Parivrajakaas saw him walking towards them, they felt the same disgust that they felt for him when he had accepted a bowl of rice pudding from a woman. They decided to be formal and polite with him, but when Buddha brought them, their feelings towards him changed immediately. They felt a rush of respect and awe towards him. They got up from their seats and took hold of his belongings. They cleared a space for him to sit and inquired about him. It was a very surprising, warm welcome to someone whom they had decided to be very cold and formal with. After they made him comfortable, they asked him, "Do you still believe in Tapascharya, asceticism?" "No," said the Buddha. "There are 2 extremes, a life of pleasure and a life of self-mortification, and I reject both of them. I believe in the middle path. As long as our mind is set either on worldly pleasures or heavenly desires, don't you think our self-restraint is of no use?" The 5 Parivrajakaas deliberated on it. They agreed with the Buddha and looked up to him for more. "How can you be free from self when you have been troubled all your life trying to restrain yourself and yet not be able to debilitate the desires of the flesh?" The Parivrajakaas thought over it and said, "Yes, indeed, that is true. It is only when we have conquered ourselves, when we are satisfied within, that we are free from the worldly desires. Yet worldly needs need to be satisfied, and they would never defile you. Allow yourself to eat and drink according to the needs of your body." The 5 Parivrajakaas were spellbound. They found the Buddha's teachings easy to understand. It is then that Buddha told them about the story of his own enlightenment and how he found the new path. The 5 sannyasins were very interested to know about it, and they requested Buddha to enlighten them. Buddha was only too pleased to tell them about his discovery. He said, "My Dhamma is not about God or soul. Neither is it about death and thereafter, nor is it related to heaven or hell. It does not look into rites and rituals either. It speaks of man and man's relation with other men in his life on earth. My second postulate is that men are living in sorrow, misery, and poverty. How to remove this suffering is the only purpose of Dhamma." The curiosity of the Parivrajakaas was aroused, and they asked how sufferings could be understood and removed. "All sufferings will end by following the path of purity, the path of righteousness, and the path of virtue." "And what are these paths?" "The path of purity, path of righteousness, and path of virtue." The Parivrajakaas were all ears now. Buddha smiled benignly and answered in a calm, composed manner. The path of purity means that a person who wishes to be good must recognize some principles as principles of life. First, not to injure or kill. Second, not to misappropriate or steal. Third, not to tell untruth. Fourth, not to indulge in lust or in intoxicating products. The path of righteousness means right views, right aims, right speech, right livelihood, right means, right mindfulness, right perseverance, and right contemplation. And the path of virtue says shield, the attitude not to do evil but to do good to self and others. Dan, giving of everything for the sake of good for all. Virya is the right effort. Adithana, resolute determination to meet the goal. Kanti, not to be vengeful. Satya, truthfulness. Karuna, loving kindness. Maitri, love for everyone and every being. Nikamma, renunciation of the pleasures of the world. Upekka, detachment, not indifference. The five Parivrjakas were enraptured. They begged the Buddha to take them into his folds. He took them as his bhikkhus or sannyasis. Thus began the foundation of a new path, that of Buddhism. In our next episode, we will find out about the formation of the Sangha. Meanwhile, deliberate on how Buddhism is different from the other philosophies of its time. Please give your views in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and click the bell icon. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, stay in touch. Bye.